So we do have more on the way. The good news is it's not going to take up the entirety of our Monday, but we already dealt with some of that heavy rain pushing in with more of that moderate rain on the back end of it. So more of those 2 rounds of rain that you're going to be encountering with more of that thunder and that lightning. But let's go ahead and dive deeper, break down exactly what I'm mentioning here. So what we're starting to see is gloomy overcast skies. Here was that rain as it was pushing through, but if you notice, it was fast moving. That is something that our Futurecast models, they were not on board with. They really wanted more of this to continue to push in heading into the early part of the afternoon, but it's great. We love to see it. Get it in, get it out. Let's go ahead and get on with the rest of our Monday. But also, in addition to it moving faster, it is weakening. So we do have that storm tracker alert in place, but now we're really just starting to see some of those improvements out there. Still heavy rain, still lots of that lightning that's going to be taking place. But as far as the other severe risks that we are monitoring, those strong gusty winds, the tornado threat out there, the hail, that is all just beginning to go down. So here's where we're tracking just that main line that's pushing through. It's already making its way really through Conecuh and Escambia counties. They're just beginning to push out of the Foxton viewing area. Bradley still just starting to experience some of that heavy rain, some of that lightning. But if you notice, here's where I mentioned the 2 rounds because it turns a little lighter and then you're going to start to experience more of just that moderate rainfall, more of that steady rain. That's what we're seeing closer towards Choctaw Bluff, right down towards Stockton and into Atmore. So Flomaton, Century, Jay, Bruton, you're starting to see a little break in that, but more of that moderate rainfall's on the way. Closer towards additional portions of Baldwin County, Loxley, Robertsdale, Summerdale, and Elsinore. Just starting to see some of that light rain. The majority of this just beginning to push off further towards the east. So we're really just starting to see a lot of this beginning to push through Pace, Ferry Pass, and down towards Brent and into Pensacola. Also additional areas into southern Baldwin County, Orange Beach, Wolf Bay, just starting to see a lot of that heavy rain moving in. Magnolia Springs, Bon Secour, Foley, Point Clear, looking a little bit better. But here's that moderate, steady rainfall that I mentioned. So it's not done just yet. Here at the Foxton News Studios in McGowan Park, I-65 government area, we are still starting to hear some of that thunder and lightning. It's rumbling out there. It's even shaking our studio just a little bit. So we're not done just yet. That does include other portions of southern Mobile County. Here's a new sweep scan just beginning to push in. We're starting to see more of that pushing down towards Grand Bay by La Batterie, Côte d'Ivoire, and then Dauphin Island, really just closer towards the west end there, starting to see some heavy rain. We will start to see more of that track further off towards the east. Here's timing things out in our Futurecast. We start off right now. Futurecast a little similar to what we're seeing out there. But here's really what I want to point out. Once we get closer towards 2 o'clock, look at that. All of it clearing out of here. And by the time we get into the midday of your Monday, things are your Monday afternoon, it's going to be looking like a whole new day out there. We're going to start to introduce some sunshine. Those winds will try to push in out of the north later on forward this evening. Those things will look a lot better. Just make sure in case you do have any sports practices or games, you are checking in with any of the coaches out there to see if those are still on. But we will continue to stay a little unsettled over the next few days. I'll be talking more about your extended forecast coming up.